Hey everybody! Today I'm reviewing Mind Tan in their original formula. It's super dark, and this is a 1 hour express tan. I gave this one 4.2 out of 5 stars, so I was really impressed with it. I really enjoyed using it and enjoyed my tan. I got it on their website for $30, and it comes in a 6.7 ounce bottle. So that's actually pretty average when you work it out. It's like $4.30 an ounce or 50 cents an ounce or something like that. So it is average, but once you factor in shipping, that adds another $10. So it's more like $6 an ounce, which is a little pricey, but I'd say this one is worth it. I'm pretty picky when it comes to express tans because I don't find that they work the way that they claim to. A lot of times they say you'll have a tan in an hour or two, but really you have to wait overnight to see your tan. But this one was different and I really liked it. So this one is a foam and it comes out light and airy and fluffy. The mousse is very nice texture and it has a dark guide in it so you can see where you're putting it on, and I would definitely recommend using a tanning mitt when putting this one on. The smell of it isn't my favorite. It smells like DHA mixed with like an oily smell. I didn't like it. Luckily, the fragrance was pretty light, and once you put it on, it faded after like an hour. Keep in mind, you only have to keep this one on a few hours, so you don't have to sleep with it overnight to kind of bask in that smell, which is nice, but it doesn't smell good. But like I mentioned, it faded about an hour, and the smell was pretty faint, and I could deal with it. Putting it on is pretty easy. It doesn't like dry too fast like a lot of mousses do. Sometimes the guide is really hard to blend in and you just ended up moving it around on your skin. That's not the case with this one. It blends in very nicely, but the only thing I would recommend is definitely using a tanning mousse or else you will stain your palms. I got like a little on the side of my hand even through the mitt and it didn't come out easily, so definitely use a tanning mitt. The drying time, it took about 25 minutes to completely dry, and with a lot of other mousses, it was sticky. I just find with mousses, they can be sticky. While I waited for this one to dry, it definitely was sticky, and you have to be careful while you wait for it to dry just to make sure it doesn't stain anything. It will stick to your clothing, so I recommend wearing like gray or black clothing, so if it does get on it, you can't really see it. But once it dried, it was fine. Still a little sticky, but nothing too crazy. The color produced, this one produced really nice color. So it says to put it on 1 hour for a natural tan, and then 2 to 3 hours for a dark tan. Due to a time constraint, I only left it on like an hour and 20 minutes, so I expected my tan not to be like as dark as I'd like, but after I showered it off, I already had a medium to dark tan. I was really happy with it. It looked natural and I looked sun-kissed. I even got compliments on my tan. Nobody knew that it was from a bottle, so that's always a plus. So with express tanners, usually you get out of the shower and you're kind of back to your pale self, and then you have to wait overnight for the color to really develop. But with this one, after the shower, I had already had a medium to dark tan, and it didn't get much darker overnight. It did get a little darker, but not much. So I'd say this one does produce a true medium to dark tan, very smooth and even. I really liked the color. It lasted a good 5 to 6 days before fading. It got a little scaly and patchy as it faded, but that's kind of to be expected when you use darker self-tanners. Just if you're really pale, you can see them fading a little bit, but it wasn't anything crazy. No one noticed. Men, I think you will like this one. If you're looking for an express mousse, this one's definitely good in a time crunch, and I think it produces a really natural color. It looks like you've been at the beach. So overall, I ended up giving Mind Tan at 4.2 out of 5 stars, and for more information on this self-tanner as well as many others, please visit us online at SelfTanning.com and on Facebook and Twitter.